This place has a bad smell to it, Cory.
I'm sorry, Doggo. It doesn't smell great to me either, and your nose is way better than mine. I can't even imagine how bad it is for you.
Are you sure coming here's the greatest idea? Last time we were here, we almost didn't get out at all.
It's definitely dangerous in here, Flowey. I'm not saying it isn't, but coming back to confront Toriel has been nagging at me ever since you rescued me.
Sometimes? Well, never mind.
No? What is it?
It's just that sometimes other people can't be saved. Maybe you want to help them, but if they're not ready for the help you're offering, I just hate for you to put yourself in danger for someone who can't change, or isn't ready to.
I know you think Toriel is past redemption for what she's done to all those monsters, Flowey, but someone's got to try to help her.
Cory, you're the bravest person I've ever met, human or monster. But what if bravery isn't enough?
Even Papyrus is scared of Toriel. I'm scared of her for sure, and I've never even met her.
Things don't just get a reputation for being scary for no reason.
Sometimes they do, or sometimes it's just for the wrong reason. That's why it's so important for me to go back and talk to her.
You think TORIEL'S just misunderstood?
I'm saying it's not an impossibility. Maybe someone can get through to her, start to understand why she is the way she is.
What about the monster she's already killed? Don't they deserve justice?
Who can say what kind of justice Toriel deserves? I can't, so all I can do is try to talk to her.
I just wish you hadn't sent Hazel and the Froggets away like that. We could have used the extra set of eyes.
If we were talking about Connie, you'd probably be right, Flowey, but Hazel's already been through enough. She deserved to go find her child.
And the Froggets?
The Froggets kept getting themselves into trouble. Something bad was bound to happen to them sooner or later. Our luck's running thin as it is. Better not try to tempt fate. I know you're scared, Doggo, but I don't want to leave you out in the forest by yourself.
I'd definitely rather stick near you, Cory. I just wish it could be something fun, like chasing a stick or a squirrel instead of going into this scary place.
I'm right with you there, boy.
So what do we do now?
Whatever comes next, I don't think we can all approach her together. I don't want to overwhelm or frighten her.
You're worried about scaring Toriel?
Like when I was with her before, she was kind toward me until she realized you were there.
Yeah, Toriel doesn't like me very much.
And I'll bet she isn't too fond of Doggo either.
Does she stand still a lot?
No, she moves around.
I don't know if being able to see her will make me more scared of her or less.
That's another reason for you two to hang back. If you're right, Flowey, if Toriel is beyond helping, then someone's got to be left to warn the others.
Others? What others?
Anyone. Anyone at all who might be innocent. Anyone who falls down from the surface. Or any monster in the underground who still believes in hope. If I fail, someone has to keep resisting Papyrus and everything he stands for.
Cory, I know I can't convince you not to go looking for Toriel, but there's something else you have to know.
What is it, Flowey?
It's just a rumor. One I never dreamed would be a problem. But, well, here we are and all.
What is it?
Monsters are different than humans in a lot of ways, Cory. And one of them is that when we die, we turn to dust.
Dust? I guess that explains the taste of the pie Toriel gave me.
Turning to dust usually doesn't happen for a really long time, but Toriel clearly isn't waiting around for that to happen.
You think she's speeding things up somehow?
She must be. I can't imagine what she did to the spiders that used to live in the ruins. But if it really was Sans that she was talking to through the door, he might have given her something to help.
But if monsters and humans are different, then whatever Toriel's using on the monsters, shouldn't it not work on me?
Maybe, maybe not. You've already seen the kind of magic Sans gave her. Just be careful.
I will, Flowey. Maybe you two should hang back a bit. I mean, she doesn't ever go out into Snowdin Forest, right?
Not that I've heard of.
Then so long as we keep walking this way, me ahead, you guys far enough behind that you'll be able to see her coming, we should stay safe enough. But you have to stay absolutely silent. Do you understand?
I don't think that's gonna be a problem, Cory.
It means you guys can't yell to me if you see her sneaking up behind me or anything like that. If she gets even the slightest suspicion that you're here, I have a feeling she's not going to react too well.
Cory, you're basically asking us to sit here and do nothing but watch as you put yourself in terrible danger.
I'm asking you to trust me, Flowey. At the very least, we have to rescue the other monsters. As for everything else, that's going to depend on Toriel.
I guess that's fair enough, but I still don't like this idea very much.
Me neither.
That's okay. You don't have to. Just promise me that you guys won't interfere.
I promise.
I guess so.
Do you want us to hold on to the locket for you, just in case anything happens?
Thanks, Flowey, but I think I should keep it with me. I know I'm probably just being superstitious, but it's a gut feeling, you know?
Not really. I have roots.
Fair enough.
I'll have my paws crossed for you, Cory.
Thanks, Doggo. And here we go. Just hang back and keep it to the shadows.
I don't like this. Not one bit.
If you think it's bad for us, imagine how bad it's gonna be for Cory.
I smell something.
I'm not surprised. We're getting close to TORIEL'S house.
It's really strong.
Don't start whining. You heard Cory. We have to stay as quiet as possible.
But there's something moving up there.
Cory, is that you?
Toriel, I was looking for you.
You have been a very bad boy. Do you understand me?
I'm sorry for leaving before, but
Leaving? You ran away from home. Do you know how worried I was about you?
I didn't mean to make you worry.
What was I supposed to think? The last I saw, you were running away from me with that blasted flower without even so much as a note to tell me where you were going.
I didn't think...
No, you didn't think, did you? You just ran off with your little friend without even thinking about my feelings.
Oh gosh, Toriel, I feel really awful about this. I honestly didn't think you'd be worried about me. I've been worrying about you.
Clearly, this is my fault. For a child to show such insensitivity to another, the parenting is to blame.
I was the one who, ran away.
Which you wouldn't have been able to do if I'd taken a firmer hand with you. I wanted things to be better, different than the others. But a good mother doesn't shy away from discipline when it's needed.
What are you doing? Where are you taking me?
Come on, let's move.
I promise, I won't run away again. Please, Toriel.
I know you wouldn't mean to do it, child, but you were tempted by the outside world once. It'll happen again if I'm not watchful.
Can't I at least go back to the bedroom you set up for me? I promise you, I won't leave again.
Heavens, no! I'll need to put bars on the windows before you move back in upstairs. And there's plenty to do before that happens.
You mean you're gonna leave me down here? In a cell?
Nothing and no one has ever escaped from here once the cell doors are locked. It's the only place where I can absolutely be sure you're safe.
Can't you just believe me when I give you my word?
It's not your fault, Cory. You didn't know any better, but before I can let you out, I have to know you can be completely trusted. No, I'll have to re-educate you.
Re-educate me?
You barely moved in before you ran away and left me again. And I don't think my heart could take it. Someone needs to teach you right from wrong. Now, you just sit tight down here until I'm ready. And after we're through your first lesson, I'll bring you some pie when it's time for dinner. I am so glad you came back home, Cory. We're going to be such a happy little family from now on, I promise.
Well, well, well. Do you see who's returned, Whimsun?
Looks like the prodigal son to me, Napstablook.
I'm sorry it took me so long to come back.
Oh, never mind that. What's a few weeks between friends?
I understand if you're angry at me. I made you a promise, and it's taken me this long to make good on it.
Of course. Besides, it's not as though we have any pressing appointments, except with Toriel, of course.
Is that where the others went?
Hardly. Vegetoid and Lukes merely decided to take a bit of a stroll, while Moldsmall went for a paddle down the North River.
You're kidding, right?
Yes, of course I'm kidding. Don't be absurd.
If only I'd come back sooner.
I doubt it should have made any difference whatsoever. Toriel is quite powerful, and now, with the machine...
What kind of machine?
I tell you, if this pesky locked door wasn't in my way.
I'm sure what my esteemed colleague means to say is that we haven't the foggiest. Toriel comes down, takes one of us away, and they never return.
So how do you know it's a machine that she's using?
Because we can hear the infernal thing, of course. Growling and snarling like some immense metal monster itself. The screaming, and then the silence when it's all over with. And Toriel weeping, of course.
A few days later, she comes down and does it all again.
And unto dust we all return. It's quite a delight to have you back, you know.
If for no other reason than it buys us more time.
No offense intended, of course.
Nah, I get it. Other people warned me against coming back here. and I listened to them for too long.
Moldsmal actually believed you'd return, you know. At least, he did at first, until Vegetoid and Luke's were taken. Those last days he could do nothing but quake in fear.
Not too different than what he did the rest of the time, if you ask me.
Which I'm sure no one did, Whimsun.
I knew it. I knew I should have come back sooner. But then I got distracted with sands and papyrus and all that. I should have listened to my gut.
I know you've disposed of your erstwhile companion.
Sorry?
The flower is gone, you nincompoop.
Flowey's safe. I told him to wait for me nearby.
Seriously? You came back here on purpose?
That's what I've been telling you. I intentionally came back to get you out. And to save Toriel.
Save Toriel? Oh, that is precious.
Why is that so funny?
Why save the sheep if you also mean to save the wolf?
I believe they're still good in Toriel. Flowey told me she used to be the nicest monster in the underground. So what changed? And why isn't anyone trying to help her change back?
Some of us are rather more invested in saving our own skins than that of our captor.
I know, and that's why I came back. For whatever reason, Toriel wants me here. So maybe I can get her to open up to me.
Good luck. I'm almost 50% not kidding when I say that.
The machine. Seems you're lucky after all.
Lucky?
Won't be long until she comes for you.
How long was that this time?
Hours? Days? I simply can't say anymore.
No offense, but I'm looking forward to her coming back for you if it'll make that bleeding noise stop.
I'm with you there. Just sitting here waiting for her, it's awful.
Really? We had absolutely no idea.
Again, Shh!
It seems your wish is her command.
Come with me, child. It's time. I've barely had time to tidy up. Hopefully you can forgive me for the mess.
Yeah, it's fine. Kinda dusty.
Under different circumstances, I'd send you to a proper school, but that just isn't available. We'll have to make do with homeschooling.
I'm sure you'll be a, fantastic teacher, Toriel.
Thank you. Did you know, once upon a time I wanted to be a teacher?
Yeah? Why didn't you?
It's hardly worth mentioning. That was such a long time ago now.
Why don't you tell me about it?
No, I couldn't possibly. Besides, I've had to develop a new curriculum for you. We'd best get started. Please have a seat.
I'd rather stand, if it's all the same to you.
Don't make me ask you again, Cory.
Do you really have to lock me in?
This curriculum is pretty strict. I can't have you trying to interfere. That would be disrespectful and entirely counterproductive.
So, what's in your curriculum? I'm yearning for some learning.
It's, very strict. As I told you before, I can't have you running off again. The underground simply isn't a safe place.
I know what you mean now.
You do?
Yeah, just a little bit of time out there in Snowdin showed me what you were talking about. It is dangerous.
I'm so glad you understand. Do you know what I would have done if anything would have happened to you? I would have gone out of my mind.
Over me? We only met a little while ago.
But already I feel responsible for you, Cory, as though you were my own child.
But doesn't a good parent trust their child?
Perhaps, but trust is a two-way street. Once it's been broken, more stringent measures must be taken.
You mean, like, punishment?
I have to discourage you from leaving again, don't you see?
But I've already told you I won't leave.
You don't mean to lie to me. I know that. But I have to save you, Cory, even if it means saving you from yourself. I'm so sorry, Cory. I wish there was another way. The pain will pass.
Please, turn it off.
I can't. Not until your re-education is complete. Not until I can trust you again.
I don't need to be educated.
See? You're fighting it now. Fighting me, even as I'm trying to take care of you. Why do you have to keep resisting? Good children don't disobey, Cory. All I want is to keep you safe. Can't you just let me do that?
I'm not disobedient. I'll stay with you, I promise.
More lies! Why must you always lie to me? I only want what's best for you.
I swear, I'll stay.
No, you'll leave me too. The others, they wanted to leave. I couldn't let them. Don't you see?
Please, Toriel, you're hurting me.
I have to. Don't you understand? That's the only way you'll learn.
Learn what?
How dangerous it is out there. It may have been safe at one time, but not anymore. Why can't you just listen to your mother?
It's not dangerous.
Yes, it is, Azriel! I don't...
Who did you lose, Toriel?
My son. My boy.
Azrael?
He was so young. Too young for that.
What happened to him?
It doesn't matter now. It was so long ago. He's just gone.
I'm so sorry, Toriel.
I only wanted to keep him safe.
But he ran away from home?
Yes.
What if he's still... There's no chance he's still alive, is there?
I held his body. I held him in my arms when they brought him back to me. Once he was already gone.
I'm so sorry, Toriel.
I only wanted to keep you safe. Somewhere out there on the surface, you must have a mother. And she wouldn't want this for you. She wouldn't want you to die down here in the darkness. She wouldn't want you to die alone.
Toriel, I'm not going to die down here. I have friends, and they need me as much as I need them. I have to try to help them fix things here.
Oh, Cory, can't you see it's too late for that?
It's not too late. If we work together, there's so much we can put right. If you help me, we can confront Papyrus. The things that are happening in Snowdin Village. Toriel, if you help us, we might have a fighting chance to set things right.
Fighting? When has that ever saved anyone?
It's going to save you. Because whatever's happened to you, Toriel, I'm not going to give up on you. I won't. And if it takes weeks or months to convince you of that, then that's how long it takes.
You're so strong, Cory.
And you can be strong too, Toriel. You just have to try. Whatever you've done, whoever you've become, Toriel, you can change. You can be that monster again. The one everyone loves so much and misses so badly.
You couldn't possibly understand. After everything, sometimes it's simply too late. Some things can't be undone. I'm so sorry, Cory.
Toriel? Wait, Toriel!